Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Vinny's Take. I have some updates on the coronavirus in sports. As I sit here tonight watching the Spurs and Mavericks play on my TV and listening to the Georgia Bulldogs and Georgia Southern Eagles play on baseball on my radio. The Eagles are leading the Bulldogs 1-0 in the top of the ninth, so it's not a great game there, and the Spurs are losing. But throughout the day, I've been listening and paying attention to a couple things going on in the world of sports. I have some footnotes here. Shortly after my video ended last night, the Santa Clara County in California banned gatherings of over 1,000 people for the next month. There are a lot more cases in California than most states, but that leaves the San Jose Sharks games in jeopardy, and they are in the midst of a potential playoff run. I believe they could still play the games in an empty arena. I have not heard. Well, actually, while we're talking, why don't we go ahead and look up the NHL and see what their plans are? See if there's been any announcement. NHL Sharks will adhere to coronavirus ban. Let's see. The NHL and San Jose Sharks will adhere to a ban on mass gatherings enacted by Santa Clara County in California through the end of March. The Impact Sharks games at the SAP Center against the Montreal Canadiens on March 19th, the Boston Bruins on the 21st, and Arizona on the 29th. SAP Center at San Jose is aware of the County of Santa Clara's Public Health Department order to prohibit public mass gatherings. No events are scheduled until Tuesday, March 17th. We'll be reviewing each scheduled event due to take place the rest of the month and provide an update in coming days. So they haven't announced anything yet. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we're still waiting to hear on that. Today it was announced the Ivy League, Harvard, Yale, Princeton have canceled both their men's and women's college basketball tournaments. And members of those teams are notably upset. See if I can find any quotes. Okay. NJ.com reports March Madness 2020 coronavirus forces Ivy League to cancel tournaments. What it means for the NCAA and Princeton. The Ivy League announced today that it is canceling its upcoming men's and women's basketball tournaments. This is by Adam Zagoria from New Jersey Advanced Media for NJ.com. It will crown its regular season champions, the Princeton women and Yale men, as the automatic qualifiers. So they'll still go into the NCAA tournaments. They're just not going to be holding public gatherings on their own. The University of Syracuse, as well as other colleges, have announced that beginning this Friday, they are either going to be, some colleges are extending spring break to 2 weeks, so kids can go out and party longer, and some, like Syracuse, are ending in-class classes until further notice, and will be going strictly online. Now, I, as a former resident of on-campus housing, would question at that point, if you're staying open, fine. But if you're not staying open, if we have to go home, are we going to get reimbursed at all for the amount of money you pay for dorms? That's, I know I've seen that already tweeted out by some parents expressing, especially for kids who are being sent home for extra spring break. I'm sure some kids are loving it. They're loving the fact that they can do their work online and not have to actually attend classes. Because I know, as a former college student myself, it was harder than hell to attend classes when you lived on campus than when you lived off. More, especially in bad weather, more college students that lived on campus than lived off. That was just the way it was. It's probably the same when you work out of the area. Shoot. This video I was downloading froze and it's not starting back up. Other non-sports, and I don't know if who's watching. I don't know if Orange Hat Reviews is going to be tuning in at all tonight, but Marvel Studios has shut down. They've closed their studios for the time being and shut down production on the next Captain America movie. Of course, that's out in, I believe, California. And LeBron James, I had mentioned him yesterday as being absolutely against the NBA's potential idea of playing empty stadiums. Well, now he's reversed his course. Somebody got to him. Somebody, no doubt, got in his ear and said that we needed to be unified now, or he's a leader and whatever. So I don't see anything up here on it. But just scrolling through some of the tweets and whatnot, a lot of things are being canceled or postponed. And again, I go back to what I said yesterday is that a lot of it is panic and hysteria, and it's being caused by the media because the media is reporting the negatives. It's their job to get ratings, and they're reporting the negatives for everything, especially this coronavirus. There's some conspiracy theories out there that the media and the left are purposely trying to tank the economy to hurt the president's reelections. I'll let you make your own decisions on that. There are also some being made aware that the left is asking President Trump to suspend his rallies because of the mass gathering thing. But I have not heard yet whether Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden are going to do the same, or maybe their rallies don't qualify as mass gatherings. I don't know. How to do? Let's see. Okay, Dan Vox tweets, in border cities, aid workers believe it could be only a matter of time before the coronavirus hits, where thousands of migrants have been living in makeshift tent encampments, blah, blah, blah. Dan Crenshaw replies, raises a question. If a global pandemic is a concern, why would we want policies to encourage more people crossing the border? That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't see anything else about sports right now. There's still no change on the NFL and the draft that are moving ahead as planned. The WWE and WrestleMania are moving ahead. There's no plan. Anyway. So that's just a little update, just a tiny little video tonight, just to update you on a couple things that I had seen. I'll give an update on what's going on with me and my channel. Tonight, I'll have a live Sack to the Future game in about an hour or so. I'll be taking on my defending Sack to the Future champions, St. Louis Cardinals, against the New York Jets, as 1964 moves into Week 10. Terrors 89 has already started Week 10. And then tomorrow, I have in my Facebook groups, we'll be discussing, and then on YouTube, we'll be discussing the 1990 NCAA regional final between the Duke Blue Devils and the Connecticut Huskies on the 30th anniversary coming up in a couple weeks of that game. So make sure you tune into that. Or if you want to be able to discuss the game with others, tune in to Classic Sports Club on Facebook. Make sure you answer the questions or you will not get approved. So until then, looking at the updates, the Mavericks still leading the Spurs 78-71. And Georgia Southern is leading Georgia in the bottom of the ninth. Georgia has 2 outs left to try to come back and win the game. So until next time, I'm Vinny Vincent. Thanks for watching. And if you watch the replay, whatever, and let me know your opinion, since I didn't get a lot of feedback tonight. What's your opinion on the coronavirus in sports? Are we mass panicking? Is the hysteria overboard? Or is it something smart and we need to make sure that we stop the spread of this disease? I've had my thoughts. What's your take? Till then, I'm Vinny Vincent. God bless America.